Hi, and welcome back. A little bit of a garden update. I've been moving dirt all week. Still haven't gotten it all off the driveway yet. But whenever I came out here to work in the garden, I saw a squirrel taking off with one of my plums. So I decided to pick all the green plums so they can ripen inside. That's all that's left. Of all those little itty bitty plums that we had on here, I got 9 left, and 2 of them are chewed on. At least I'm getting something. But today we're still working in the garden. I've got tomatoes to plant. I've already planted some stuff. I was gifted a ghost pepper, 2 ghost peppers, which have their own cauldron now. I'm not planting them with the rest of it. But if you take a look, my garlic is almost done. I've got some that are about ready to die. I've got 1 leaf on some of these. I'm waiting for 3 leaves to die in order for me to start picking these. These I left last year in the ground because of the drought, because they didn't come up. They very rarely came up last year. So I left them in, thinking, what the hell? I'm not going to get anything last year anyway, so I might as well just leave them in there, right? We're getting garlic this year. So now that I've saved the plums, let's go ahead and work on getting some of this planted. Now, I asked Grandpa to get me 1, maybe 2 tomato plants. I've got 6, 12, 18, 24, 26 tomato plants. I said 1 or 2. So let's get started. All right, so here's 6 of them. We're gonna actually plant these pretty deep. This is a mulberry I planted last year, and this is a candleberry bush. Candleberries have little hot pink berries to them that you can actually, you have to cook them, but they'd actually make really good jellies. These are looking pretty sad, so let's go ahead and get these in the ground real quick. I got a feeling this is going to be the tomato side this year. Neighbors are out. And if I need more dirt, guess where I can get it. There we go. Now, I may actually get cages for these because we had to take down that structure and take down the lattice. And that's not an issue. That is easily fixed. You kind of want to bury these neck deep, so that way all these little hairs that are on the side right here will actually become roots and you'll have a stronger root structure. Yeah, apparently Grandpa really, really, really wanted tomatoes this year. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna leave it. It almost looks like burdock. Or comfrey. I'm not too sure which. Now there's two types of tomatoes. There's indeterminate, which are the ever climbing ones. You are going to need cage support for those. But there is also called a determinate potato or tomato or patio tomato. These can go into pots. And I think I'm going to save room, I'm going to go ahead and put these into pots. Because these only get to be about 4 feet tall. And this one is actually a yellow pear tomato that Grandpa purchased. It doesn't say if it's determinate or indeterminate, so we're going to go ahead and bury this thing, and we'll see. I may have to put more dirt in here too, because the more I bury these tomatoes, the less I get. This keeps going down, so more work. There we go. Didn't think you wanted to watch me shovel more dirt. Oh, it is a little late to start plants, but if you can get them started already, get them. Somebody in my area planted way too many starts, and since my greenhouse actually blew away during one of the storms a few months ago, all my starts went with it. So that was a blessing. Thank you. I actually have eggplant starts, pepper starts, a few okra starts too. I'm still going to plant some seeds. But in the meantime, we have starts. All right, these are Romas. Apparently he wanted a lot of tomatoes. We'll try to accommodate. There we go, nice and buried. I know this is going to be a boring video, and sometimes you just need boring. I can't cook all the time. I mean, with only 2 people living in the house, all the food that I make, it does last a while. I wind up canning a lot of it and putting in the freezer for the rest of the week. I try to cook what we're going to eat for the week. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes I make too much, sometimes I'm not enough. Eventually, it does get eaten. You know, sometimes I'll have a short of what I do with leftovers. And this week's short's going to be all about beans. Because with last night's fajita night, we ate the rest of the beans. You notice I'm not really putting them in rows. I have no rhyme or reason to this. Here's a reason. Some of these tomatoes are going to protect the other tomatoes. Some of these are more susceptible to diseases and insects, and some of them are not. So if I can intermix them together, then hopefully we'll be able to stave off the tomato worms and the blight and everything else. You just want to make sure that the leaves at the bottom of the plant don't touch the dirt. And I know I'm not in the best compromising position either, but what are you gonna do? I'm planting. Nobody does this clean and gracefully, because food is dirty. Every part of growing food and eating food and producing food is dirty. And there's no getting away around that. Even with the hydroponics, you still have fertilizers and cocoa, you know, that coconut stuff, you know, what is it called, coconut coir, or whatever growing medium that's in there. There's still dirt in it, in the form of clay, other plants, because everything composts to dirt. This right here, I'll pull one out here for you. I don't remember, it's a type of chicory that has these tiny little white daisy looking flowers on them. They flower in the fall and they're gorgeous and they attract every single pollinator that's out there. I think I've actually taken a video at one point of them. I don't remember where that went, but I found that the deer don't like them. The deer won't go near them. So if I plant this chicory, this type of plant around my garden, I haven't gotten eaten by a deer yet. I'm not on this side. So fingers crossed. So I still have to replace that fence. All right. So I got the tomato side. Here's that chicory I told you about. If I find the name of it, I'll go ahead and put the name of the seed in there on this video. Only because I know some of y'all do have a problem with deer. And so far so good. I have not had anything eat inside of this plant. You know, this morning it was like 65 degrees and nice and cool and breezy, and it rained last night. And now it's about 90 degrees, and you all know what that means. Everybody's having a bad hair day. I'm going to finish this up. We'll go ahead and call it a day, because this weekend spent. That's just all I'm doing. Thank you for joining. You have a good day, and we'll see you next time.